Hello, my name is Holly Gingrich, and I want to welcome you to my portfolio presentation. I wanted to start a little bit with the design background. I decided to go with a black background to help bring out the vibrant colors that I used. Along with the logo here, I have different shades of blue, green, and purple. So I kind of tied that in with some different geometric shapes and designs with the background here, as well as the tilting of the navigation when you scroll over it. You'll also notice that I have a carousel that runs across the screen. It does show a variety of the different projects that I have to display. Whenever you scroll over the carousel, it does stop, and then when you go back, it does resume playing again. Next, I want to go over and take a look at skills. On the skills page, it does give a little bit of information about the different programs and proficiencies that I have, as well as some different technology. There is also a PDF version of my actual resume, should you be interested in taking a look at that. Going over into my portfolio section, I have it broken into 3 sections, the first of which is websites. If we take a look here at the first site, this was a website designed for a textbook company. And for this particular textbook company, it's a foods book, and it's supplemental materials that the students can access to give them more information about different nutrients. Now, the website was created using a combination of HTML and CSS to get the look and feel of the site. Up for the navigation, I do have a drop-down navigation as a solution there that does go through and let them select the different nutrients or food groups depending on what information they're wanting to look at. I've done a layout here with CSS to control both font style, color, and size, as well as some graphic information to go along with the project. For this particular site, instead of having a contact page, I do have a quiz. For the quiz, it allows the students to test their knowledge on how much they've learned while using the site. Over on the Worksheets tab, it also has PDF versions of the different worksheets that students can fill out with the information from the site and be able to turn into the teacher if they prefer. Now, for my second site, I do have Heartfelt Quilts and Crafts. And Heartfelt Quilts and Crafts is a long-arm quilting service. Here on the home page, it does go over some information about the clients. I tried for this particular site to go with a look and feel of an actual quilt. Scrolling down with the rollover navigation, I do have an order form, so anyone that is interested can submit information to be able to get more details. In the gallery section, using the Spry tooltip, you can scroll over the different images to get an enlarged version to see what it is that you can possibly have stitched on your quilt. This particular section does deal with different animals that are available for designs. Here on the last tab, it does have different tips and techniques for putting together the quilt. This was ideas that came from the actual client on the things that they need to have the quilt put together. For my third example, I designed a travel site for the state of Hawaii. And when you get into the actual site, I wanted to go with a look and feel of kind of like being at the beach and around water, which is the reason why I went with hues in the browns and blues. This site was put together using CSS and HTML. The site does provide different information about the islands and other attractions that they offer. My last website example is Preschool Fun. Now, Preschool Fun was designed with kids in mind, ages 3 to 6, your preschool age children. So I tried to make it really bright and colorful to keep their attention. For each page, it does have a colorful border going around it, usually within the theme of the topic that is going to be displayed. I've got the basic information on the home page with the purpose and the reason for the site. On each page, it does have the different objectives that would be listed. This was client specific, so that parents would know exactly what skills their child would be learning by participating in the different activities. Then when the child proceeds to that activity,
find the red square.
They would then be given instructions to be able to participate with that activity.
Find the blue triangle. Find the purple circle.
So on and so forth. This is the same thing for each page in terms of the layout and the activity that follows. Then down on the parents page, it does have a survey, again, that they could fill out. This particular survey gives more information so that Preschool Fun can determine what activities are needed and which ones are most effective. Also on the parent page, it does list each standard that is associated with the Indiana Academic Standards for Early Childhood Education. Now moving on to the print part of my portfolio, I've got a variety of different examples of some different print pieces. The first one is a part of a campaign. It actually consists of 4 pieces. I've got a billboard here for the zoo, a shopping bag, an outdoor sign, and if you scroll down here just a little bit, we also have a web banner. All of these have a slightly different feel to them, but some of the same characteristics so that it can easily be identified as the same campaign. I also have the Parts of the Body Weatherman. This particular piece was designed again for preschool students, and this not only teaches the different parts of the body, but also has clothing so that during circle time activities the students can pick out which clothes would be the best to wear for whatever the weather is like for that particular day. So say it was snowing outside when they were working with the weatherman, then they would grab the hat, the scarf, the gloves, the boots, and that is what the person would wear for that particular day. The last project that I have is a DVD cover for the movie 101 Dalmatians. It gives a little bit of information about the movie, as well as a little bit of a redesign to Disney's original theme. The last part of my portfolio are banner ads. I have 2 different campaigns, the first of which is a series of 3 banner ads. I used Adobe Flash to create those, and they are for the travel company that I mentioned earlier in the website. The other 2 ads are for the Heartfelt Quilts and Crafts, demonstrating the long arm quilting service. All of these ads do link directly back to the website that they are related to, and the same thing with the travel site. The last thing on my portfolio is a contact page. On the contact page, should anyone need to get a hold of me, it has both my address and email, as well as a place for them to type in a message. This portfolio is set up for freelance projects, focusing on web design, print, and banner ads. Thank you for joining me on the tour of my portfolio, and I look forward to hearing from you.